Like so many young men of his era, Craig Fouts was in Vietnam at the end of the 1960s. As a door gunner and crew chief for the Hueys, Craig saw lots of flight time and action, but it was something that happened on the ground that changed his life.
May the 7th, we had a mortar and rocket attack, and the helicopter was destroyed. Our hooch was blown down on top of us. And there was several hooches blown down, and we lost, I think we lost 5 helicopters, maybe a couple more.
You can see Craig here in the window of the building before it was attacked. And here's what it looked like after the building completely destroyed.
On May 9th, we flew to Fuloy to pick up a new helicopter. And on May 10th, which was my 21st birthday, I was assigned this new helicopter, 532. It was just a brand new ship. I think it maybe had 4 hours flight time on it.
This part is from Craig's journal.
I'm 21 years old today. On the 7th, I was beginning to wonder if I was even going to make it to 21. Not too many people get a new Huey helicopter for their birthday.
532 is the same aircraft that's over at Iowa Western's Aviation Maintenance Facility, and that will eventually be the centerpiece for the Nebraska Vietnam Veterans Memorial.
I could not believe that ship was still around. I figured it'd probably been pushed off the side of a ship.
Like so many veterans of Vietnam will tell you, the Huey's a special bird.
I think that would come from the ground troops that needed those helicopters to pick them up when they needed it or rescue them when they were wounded. And the sound of that helicopter was so different than any of the others. And it just gave you chill bumps when you hear it even today.
At some point, Craig's 532 was painted with Snoopy on the nose. In fact, the calling card for that bird was mentioned in this article about a daring rescue of a crew from a shot-down ship. The Snoopy and its 086 scout ship, commonly called a Loach, were trying to get to the pilot and his observer.
When we got there, we could see the smoke, and we went to pretty low level to circle it to see if there was a place we thought we could land. But there wasn't. Any ship that got too close to it was taking fire. So we called in the Snoopy scout ship, the little Loach. First of all, the people that were shot down was Mr. Kerr was the pilot, and Matarakia, who was one of my best friends, was the observer. But it crashed and exploded and was on fire when we got there. But we could see the little Loach going in and attracting fire from all sides. I mean, I'm sitting here, how can he take all this fire from all sides and still sit there? Mr. Bodie saw Mr. Kerr laying there. I think he was waving his helmet, but his leg was almost shot off. And Mr. Bodie jumped out, picked him up. He said he just wanted out of the area. But they couldn't find Matarakia. So as they were leaving, Mr. Bodie spotted Matarakia. And he was burned so badly. Mr. Kerr said, the only thing I'm going to regret is not being able to fly anymore with you guys. And he said, I'm really proud of the air cap. And he had a yellow calf patch sewed onto his bed sheet. And so that's that story.
Craig has many stories from his time in country and as crew chief of 532, and he hopes to travel from San Diego to Nebraska to tell them soon.
And then when I told Mr. Bodie about it, he sent a request hoping that the Snoopy would be put back on the nose. And I thought that would be so great. I kind of like to be there for the opening day when it's put on the pedestal too. Especially if it has Snoopy on the nose. I mean, that would be something else.
For Papillion Now, I'm Michael Severe.